Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. We have just finished with the prologue of the game, and we have now been given leave to explore the Stolen Lands. We're heading west. We're looking for a trading post, a place where we'll be able to get some supplies, apparently, and use it as a little bit of a base of rest. So we're going to go west over here. This is where we started at Restov. I don't know what happens if we just went back to it right now, but we do have 3 months for us to progress forward, so we're going to do that now. We got a random encounter. I don't think this encounter is particularly random. I think this one is effectively fixed over here, but we'll see. Also, the road over here to the west currently has no branching to do. But, ooh, okay, this might be random, actually. I don't think I ran into these last time. Halicines. They seem to be some sort of, I don't know, hyena tiger thing? Not the most brilliant 3D model, I have to say. A little low res. A little symmetrical, a little feels like it's got a clear seam in the texture, which is too bad. Everything else about the game is quite nice, but these, maybe once they start moving, they'll look a little bit better. I don't like that we're still kind of in rough shape overall. One of the things I can do, though, I did remove some equipment from these people because I wasn't sure who was going to stick around with me. So let's see what we can do. First of all, do we have any weapons? Okay, let's sort by price. Okay, Masterwork Longsword. You use a Bastard Sword. And Masterwork Light Mace as well. Okay, I don't think there's any equipment changes that are going to happen here. Your Banded Mail with the 7 AC is probably the best that we've got. So we're just going to go down to the consumables over here. And just make sure you've got plenty of healing potions on your belt. Valerie? Meanwhile, see, this is going to be the trickiest. I kind of like the idea of an undead elf with us. The biggest issue is going to be keeping her healed, though, since she can't drink healing potions. Maybe I'll have her drink a Shield of Faith potion right now, just to say. Now, it is interesting, it's 1 minute per level. Is the potion actually level based on who drinks it? It says level 1 on it at the top. So I guess it's just going to last 1 minute, potentially regardless of the level of whoever drinks it. I don't know. I'm actually quite curious about that. Now, she can also use some spells over here. I'm tempted to consume. Oh, this is the signed scroll. Can't be used by this character. Level 5. I don't know what the signed scroll implies here. Charges 1, caster level 9, level 5. She might not be able to use it because she's not high enough level. I wonder. Yeah, I could with a skill check because of use magic device. Anyway, I don't think there's anything we're going to change over there. Now, Amiri over here uses a ginormous sword, which tickles me greatly. It is an oversized +1 bastard sword, which is actually kind of insane here. She does have, so the ginormous sword, because it's oversized, has a -2 to hit. It's got the +1 because it is magic, and it does deal a huge amount of damage. I think it's very well worth her continuing to use this right now, despite the reduced accuracy, just because when she does land a blow, it's absolutely sick. But yeah, I am a little concerned over here. You're raging good? Excellent. Is it just toggled on? Because that's not a right-clickable thing. Yeah. I don't know, but it's definitely on. She's going to rage, which is good. It's too bad I can't right-click maybe the protection. I'm going to go ahead and toggle on protection for Jathael here, just to minimize the chance that she gets crushed. We actually have 3 mailers, and I'm the only range person right now, so hopefully that's going to be okay. And just mostly, hopefully, Jathael doesn't get in too much trouble. Meanwhile, I will sit here. I could shield myself. You know what? I might as well. See, this is what I was hoping wouldn't happen.
Do not falter.
Jathael, you're in a bad place here. There you go. Pull back.
Unworthy.
Okay, we'll engage this one. I'm shielded. I'm still going to want to get out of this range. Okay. Okay, good. Went down. It's like, I know it might be drawing attacks of opportunity and stuff, but it's probably worth trying to avoid there. Is there a snake that just wandered off into the grass? Oh, that was quite cool. We can try to skin these creatures, which is a lore nature check. We've succeeded on one of them, and that's all, but they're worth a little bit of money. There you go. There's our first random encounter with our party of mailers. Yeah, there's a snake in the grass. Huh. Valerie, reliable comrade in battle. Proud Valerie rejected her destiny as a paladin of Shellen. And I couldn't read the rest of it. Maybe I should not have this on an SSD so I can read all the text. Now, I could also camp. I think we're actually going to get a prompt for this. before we get to the... Oh, it's a long trip. Okay, no wonder there's no branching. We're getting all the way through these outskirts over here. Or... we'll probably go cross-country at some point. Yeah. Because we're definitely getting off the main road. You know, it's probably worth doing a rest, but I think it's just going to prompt us. I don't think we get another just random encounter. Fingers crossed. We are tired here. Not everyone's fatigued. There, we're at the trading post. Although we are going to enter this tired, but you know what? We're just assuming we finally made it there. We pushed through. Oh, but we've got a good night's rest ahead of us with totally no combat about to happen. Wow, the weather effect is pretty intense here. Holy cow! Just rain. Let's push onward. One of the quotes that Amir can say about the rain is, "It's like, oh, it's like a blizzard, but hot." She's from a very frosty, mountainous land. Wow, the weather effect is really intense. Save yourselves, fool. Okay.
In due time.
We're almost at the point where I haven't seen yet. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. So I keep thinking this guy's name is Leg, but it's Oleg. Again, because that circle is the O character. Some of it's really obvious, right? Like, I'm clearly going to read this as Bandit and not Anded. But this I see as Leg. Leg Leviton. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. So Cressel here seems... I mean, still not great because they're, you know, sitting here extorting people. But at least has maybe a slight shred of decency going on. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come again. Oh, like a large man with a rough face stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be the guest from Restov. What's going on here? Not interested in bloodshed. Require evil. Specific alignment required. So I guess if we were evil, we'd have an option here. Maybe we'd have an option to join the bad guys. Well, first let's ask what's going on here. Isn't it obvious? These thugs are robbing us honest settlers. They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Restov. But Restov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. Well, alright. We could just attack. We could say I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way, and I'll let you go in peace. My task is to clear this land of bandits. I'll start right now. I mean, that is the most hardcore neutral one. Hardcore lawful one. I think I'm going to say this. It's not that I'm opposed to bloodshed, but right now, we are a little bit beaten up. So if we can somehow talk our way out of this, it wouldn't be a bad idea. The woman smiles coldly. All right, we'll leave, but what makes you think we won't just return with greater numbers? Hey, form neutral, good action. Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Restov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets. And we're fighting.
You cannot.
Okay, so the one did just disappear. She drank a potion and vanished. But yeah, right now we are fatigued. We're going to get some huge penalties to combat. But luckily, we've got only no-name bandits happening here, so hopefully that'll be okay. I'm going to send Valerie to the middle. Amir, go there, and I didn't realize, actually... Okay, in Jathael, we're going to go there, so there's one hand-to-hand with each of them. And I will just shoot arrows, or shoot bolts, rather.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Yeah, let's drink a potion to make sure you don't die. You could also go defensive fighting, though. I hate using consumables, but we've definitely pushed ourselves a lot in terms of rest. As long as, luckily, no one's going after Jathael right now, and that's very good news. Oh, this guy's shooting with a crossbow as well to help out, which is nice to see. Dude. Okay, go defensive fighting after all. I was just hoping we'd kill them a little faster than this, but sure. Okay, you can cancel that. And we've leveled up! Hooray! Oh, I didn't get a final loot window in that other screen, did I? When we killed the frost giant and everything. Shit. I don't think so. I should have gone on another loot spree. I just realized at the end of the last episode we probably missed out on some good stuff. That's a shame. Let's actually level up before we talk to him in case we get a conversation option that needs a skill. So, we are going to take another level on Alchemist over here. Absolutely. Keep going down the Grenadier. Will let us infuse our weapons with alchemical potions, which we may or may not use. Mostly, I'm very excited about Precise Bomb. So, our bombs, no longer affect our allies. That is going to open up a lot more opportunities for our character over here. The other thing we're going to do is level 2, we get a discovery. I'm going to be picking up Infusion here, which allows us to effectively cast our spells on other people instead of only just ourselves. So that is definitely our top priority over here, just to give us a lot more flexibility. And then after that, I don't know what we're going to do. No new ability score, but we do get more skill points. So, again, I'm going to keep increasing my persuasion, even though it's cross-class. I'm going to keep going with the knowledges over here. I guess the difference in Pathfinder with the cross-class is it's just the first skill gives you, I think, 4. The first point gives you 4, and then after that, it's still 1. So I guess it doesn't make that much of a difference. We still want Trickery maxed out, and we'll use Magic Device as well. And I think that's going to continue being okay. It is a bit of a shame that I don't have the Perception, though. But hopefully we'll have a fairly perceptive person in our party to spot traps that I will then disarm. Bit of a mismatch, but I think it's a good way to go. We get to add a new spell. There's only 3 that we don't know over here. I've never liked True Strike. It seems kind of poopy. Maybe there's some funky stuff you can do in here. Stone Fist doesn't seem very useful. Fire Belly, I'm going to grab it just because it does give us fire resistance, and it lasts for minutes. Maybe it's going to be a buff that's going to be useful somewhere along the way. Although I suspect it's not going to be that relevant. Before I go any further, I'm going to make sure to memorize a new spell. Since I can now cast on other people, I might get a second memorization of shield over here, which I kind of like. So I can shield our people in combat. Shield does last for minutes, which might even be more than one fight, but certainly lasts the entire combat, which is good. But yeah, anything that's in rounds right now, I'm still gonna avoid for the moment because I guess I don't have... Yeah, there's Bomber's Eye over here. I won't bother casting it because it only lasts for 2 rounds over here. We spend 1 whole round casting it and then have the benefit for 2 rounds, which doesn't seem like a really good use of our actions. All right, let's level up Valerie. So yeah, she is a fighter, is base class, but she's got the Tower Shield Specialist. We're going to keep going down there. We could consider doing some multi-classing, but I think for now I'm quite happy to get the 2nd level. If nothing else, 2nd level gives her the feat, gives her the burst barrier. Level 3, she's got some good stuff coming in there. Level 4, she gets another feat. So right now, Tower Shield, when you use the Tower Shield, I guess you get a penalty to attack rolls. So level 5 eliminates that, and I do want you to be a tank using that, and getting +2 to hit is pretty huge. We might just keep going down the main classes for these guys. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll grab that, and you're going to get Athletics, which is going to be great to have someone in the party with that. We don't really need your knowledges because I've got that dealt with. Persuasion, also not necessary. I guess we'll put some points into Lore Nature, just so that we have someone in the group with that right now. Although, is it possible that Amari, our Barbarian, would have that? I'm going to go and cancel out of her leveling. We're going to take a quick gander over here at Amari. So she's got the Barbarian. Because, yeah, she'll probably have the nature lore going on. She does have decent perception. Well, she doesn't have a very high wisdom. She's got athletics and mobility. And lore nature. I think... If I want to limit the size of my party, or even if I get full, because I'm at 6, and I do need to drop someone, I think it's going to be a question of Amari or Valerie. Because there's some overlap in what they do, right? They're both meleeers. One's more DPS, one's more tanky, but there's overlap in skills. Still might not be a problem. I don't know. Oh, yes, and then we've got to choose a rage power over here. So while raging, Barbarian gains a bite attack. So it happens at -5, deals a tiny bit of damage, half the Barbarian's strength. I mean, unless this leads to other things, which it might. Yeah, I guess that would be the thing. If we show... does one of these rely on Animal Fury? It doesn't look like Animal Fury is a prerequisite for anything else. Now, Beast Totem is. While raging, Barbarian gains 2 claw attacks. And that does sound really useful, but at the same time, she uses a big-ass, weapon right now. And you can level up these things. This does seem really good, but that's not where we're going. Guarded Stance might not be bad. So takes on more defensive posture, gives her +1 AC during rage, and that does scale up. And one of the things with the Barbarian is that, you know, she can't wear the heaviest armor, so getting her more defenses might be good. On the other hand, you can go and multiply it instead with Lethal Stance, which gives her +1 to attack rolls, just to make sure she lands the hits more, which are going to be huge and devastating, especially when she is raging. There's also Reckless Stance over here. Now, here's the thing I'm a little confused about. Reckless Stance gives +1 to attack rolls, but -1 to AC. Lethal Stance is +1 to attack rolls, no penalty to AC. This is melee attack rolls and thrown weapon. This is all attack rolls, so I guess Reckless would help with just a pure ranged attack. Maybe they lead to something else? Okay, Reckless leads to Inspired Ferocity. Barbarian imparts the stance's bonuses and penalties to all willing allies within 30 feet of her. Right. There's a lot of things that do rely on guarded stance, which actually, like, you know, versus criticals, renewed vigor, it's just higher level. I don't know, I feel like guarded stance is the thing to do for someone who might suffer a little bit from AC. Maybe it's foolish, but it seems good to me. I don't know. We'll do it. We do have the thing set up so I can respec if need be. All right, so we're going to complete her level up. Let's take a little gander here at what Jathael is. So Inquisitor is a standalone class. It is a base class here in Pathfinder. Okay. Some sort of semi-divine sort of thing. We are going to get Cunning Initiative here. Wisdom added to initiative checks, including in addition to dexterity. Okay, not a ton of options here. Skill up. Wait, is everything a class skill? Oh. What's that? Hold on. If you mouse over, it shows you what everyone's got. Well, that's kind of handy. So we don't have anyone who does lore religion right now, so we're going to go ahead with that. I mean, we don't have anyone doing stealth things, -16. And I guess wearing heavy armor and stuff, yeah, is going to reduce it anyway, so I don't think that makes much sense. You are very perceptive. You're actually the most perceptive person in the party, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. You could equal me in persuasion, but that doesn't seem very important. Mobility might be good, because it does let you move without provoking attacks of opportunity. I don't think I've seen a button for that, so I assume this must happen automatically. So it seems like something that might be worth throwing into our melee characters, although she does have the penalty from her armor, but still. I mean, her base athletics is pretty good. I don't know if it makes sense to stack more on. I suppose having two of these, I don't think it matters for conversations. Having multiple people with perception or trickery to spot things or unlock things seems to be useful, but that's about it. I guess I'll go ahead and put in athletics. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to have multiple characters, but I don't know who we're going to be keeping. I don't know, maybe we keep all of these. No idea. And you can, okay, I guess you must be a spontaneous caster. So you know Divine Favor and Inflict Wounds, and now you get to learn a new spell. Ooh, that's a tricky one. I mean, we could get Cure Light Wounds so you can heal the party members, but it's not very useful for yourself. And I have the ability to heal. Oh, it does show you who's it's available to. That's great. And if we do get Lindsay back, she will be able to heal. We could even consider getting Eeyore. Bless is pretty good. Maybe I just get Bless here. You know, everyone in the group gets +1 to hit. Saving throws against fear. Lasts a decent amount of time. I don't hate Bless. Alright, so we'll go ahead and level you up over here. Same plan. Fighter. And so I don't think the skills, and as it turns out, matters over here. Because, yeah, you're not going to have enough nature lore to necessarily make a difference. Although, I guess we'll put it in there, because if for some reason we lose Amitri, then Valerie here can take over, and that seems okay. Other than that, I don't think it matters much. There, you don't get many skill points anyway. We'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. Trying to cover everything, but it's a little hard. Oh, you do get a feat. That's true. We could give you weapon focus. I believe she's currently using a longsword with her shield. Or no, she's using a bastard sword. So we could just lean into that. We don't know what items she's going to get, though. We could give her armor focus for +1 AC in heavy armor, which is probably all she's ever going to wear. And a flat +1 AC ain't bad. Dodge versus attacks of opportunity. What? I don't know what her dexterity is. I don't think I can access her character sheet from here. Because, you know, more attacks of opportunity might be good to help people pin down. If we get multiple people with the teamwork feat, it's quite good. I don't know if we're going to do that. Athletics, fortitude, exotic weapons. Some of these are really good. A lot of these are two-handed, though, and we're definitely going to want to use a shield with her. Interesting. She uses a bastard sword, but that's considered an exotic weapon. Oh, I suspect one-handing a bastard. We might have to go and take a look at her stats after this. Okay, power attack is really good. Shield focus is just another +1 AC. Shield wall. Oh, this is a teamwork feat again. Hang on. I think I got to go and take a look at her character sheet here and figure out what her deal is.
I am yours to command.
Exotic proficiency group. Oh, she already has exotic weapon proficiency. What? Well, that's weird then. Okay. It looked like it was going to let me choose it. Bizarre. She's got dodge, she's got toughness. Wait, she's got all these? She's got toughness, dodge? Some of these might be built into the Inquisitor. And, oh, she specifically has weapon proficiency bastard sword? Wait, no, it's crossed out. Doesn't have proficiency bastard sword. Wait, what is going on with this character? I mean, it definitely doesn't show her as having a penalty to hit from the bastard sword. So I have to assume she's actually proficient in it in some way, even though it's bizarre and complicated. So I might just give her weapon focus in the bastard sword. Although, again, if we find another weapon like a magic lawn sword, we might want to switch her over to that temporarily. I'm tempted to just give her some flat AC. She is going to be our tank. Why not just make her tankier, right? Yeah, what the hell. What's it going to be? Oh yeah, this is a bit of a backup. She's definitely going to be wearing heavy armor, so I'm going to go ahead and give her armor focus, heavy armor, and we'll probably do the shield focus later on. Just stack as many AC modifiers as possible. Might not help with magic damage. Maybe we can do something to improve her saves. And now she's got burst barrier, can use her shield, his shield, come on, to screen himself from a burst spell and effects, +1 to reflex save against them while employing a tower shield. Okay, so you just have a bonus to your reflex saves from your shield. Cool. Well, alright. It took a little longer than expected, but there were a few more questions I had to answer along the way. Let's talk to Leg here. Take that, you scoundrels. But now, that girl got away. A plague on her. Oh yeah, Cressel, I think her name was. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? Sighs heavily. If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. I assume this is Svetlana. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay behind, or stay hidden. This must be a nickname, because it's not. She's definitely Svetlana over here. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, as if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to a trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again? Who are they? When will they arrive? Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who! These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in a half a day, maybe less. Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demon than men. Dude, could we get like a night of sleep before we keep chaining this? I really should have rested before going into the outpost, or the trading post. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits? What do they want? What do they want? Bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago if not for Svetlana. Dude, stop hiding behind your wife. Claim they're collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call their executions punishment for treason, even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord. They're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, Dove, why don't you start supper while we finish our talk? I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know? I've seen what they do to people. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Ox and Dovin from Nisrock come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and execution. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Well, alright. Nothing to fear. I'll help you with the attack. I'll help you, but I'm not really interested in your post. But I've never backed down from a good fight. Safety of your post may have been one of the conditions Jamandi Aldori placed on granting me barony, but she said nothing about having to listen to your whining. Come on! I mean, I'll help you deal with the attacks. It's clearly what we're going to be doing. And these are just so shitty sounding. I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levitin is his last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some boxes, some tools that can be used for battle. There are pretty solid traps around, some tar, box of alchemist fire, it looks like. Alchemist fire. We could put it by the gate. Light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. That sounds pretty good, actually. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with the crossbow back in my day. So we could wait for the attack, but... Okay, enough about the bandits for now. Ooh, I can trade. Okay, let me do this first. Don't know if good trading will serve those bloodsuckers come back, take everything, but alright, take a look. Well, first of all, we have a lot of crap. Now, one of the things I do like in here is we do have this offer button, which, depending on your filter, will offer, like, junk items, basically. So by default, it's offering junk items. We can also have it sell everything, even, like, that's non-magical. So all this weapons and armor that I picked up that I have no intention of using, this is all going to get sold. Now, I think, yeah, and right now it won't sell masterwork stuff. But we could consider selling, like, these nunchucks. That's probably fine. I don't think anyone's planning on using the Masterwork Longsword right now, so we could sell that for extra money. Masterwork Light Mace. I think I'll sell all of that for some cash. I don't know what we're going to buy right now, but I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We could sell some of these scrolls. Like, I'm so bad about never using consumables. But, like most people are. Camping supplies, foodstuffs. Okay, and that's just everything. Alright, so that's 600 gold worth of stuff. So we got about 1100. I mean, I guess I can just hit the deal button. Then I'll know exactly how much I've got. Is there anything I would buy? Well, I mean, the magic items are too expensive. Just to see interesting stuff, let's sort by price in descending order. So the most expensive stuff's at the top. Lesser Reach Meta Magic. Bag of Holding. Regardless of what's put in the bag, weight doesn't change, allows party to carry an additional 100 pounds of weight without suffering any negative consequences. So you just keep it in your inventory and it's worth minus 100 pounds. That sounds great! I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff we'd like to buy. Ring of Protection's never going to be bad. Full plate, heavy shield +1 for some of our people. That sort of thing could be really useful. I don't think I'm planning on buying any of this right now. But I'm happy we sold, dropped a little bit of weight. We're going to talk to him again in a second, but before we do... Oh, it's the Boken guy, the guy who was running off. I'll actually talk to him first. A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Boken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. You make potions, gather herbs, live in the forest. Ended up a merchant to let me in into Kaunis, help me with things, bring me water, firewood when it's cold, occasional barrel of honey. Good. A whole barrel of honey? That's a lot of honey. We could use help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help. Well, that might be something. A coward's excuse. How predictable. Hey, I didn't have Jathael here. I almost would think Amiri would say this. But, alright. I guess I've already talked to him. Talk later. All right, let's do a scan around here because there are some bits and bobs sitting around that can help us in the upcoming fight, which is good. At least with the level up, we don't have like 0 health anymore. We're still exhausted though. And I'm assuming we don't have time to rest. Old well has been renovated and cleaned, even has a new roof. Oh, we got a bin over here. Well, we may as well grab everything. We're going to steal it and then sell it right back to him. Because we are good characters in an RPG, and that's what good people do or something. This box contains various household and hunting tools. Successful perception check. You notice some good steel traps in the box. Use traps to help catch the bandits. There we go. Trap to the gate. Lovely. Alright, what else we got? Some disgusting slush in the pot. We got a lore nature check. Seems to be tar. Spill tar near the trading post entrance. Slow down bandits. Excellent. Some more random goods. Steal them and sell them. Oh, we're such good people here. Right, a couple more barrels worth of stuff. Let's check this side. Potatoes! Boil them, mash them. Put them in a stew. Anything up here? Nope. That might be it. Looks like we can't get behind the building. Wonder if we can go inside. Looks like no. I don't think we can go inside right now. So I think that might be it. A little save. And I guess before the fight, we're going to go and put a cut in here. But yeah, slow down. We've got some traps. We are planning on using Alchemist Fire to do an explosion at the gate. That's definitely going to soften everyone up a whole bunch. Let's hope that it's enough. Folks, we're going to put a cut in here. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.